Got this thing Chris neck and you got your big arch.
Pause. But yeah. Yeah. Shit
Hey
got
man, y'all can't colonize all the words, bro.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
It's odd that y'all just find
Come on.
sexual innuendos in any word.
Yo, I remember one time, right? Somebody said, Joe, why y'all want to pause it? It said, Joe, man. It said you gotta pause. Pause is supposed to be used at certain time. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just like, you know what I'm saying? If somebody say, yo, how was your day, man? I had a long day. Pause, B. Like what the fuck, B? You ain't gotta come on, B. Say those for your, you know what I mean? Just certain things, man. Like that. Did you get your big arch? Like what the fuck? Pause,
Yeah,
B.
but how would you relate that to sex?
What you mean? If
How
I
would you
seen a young
relate
lady, I'm
that
like,
to
yo, babe,
sex?
you got a big arch right there, babe. You know
You
what I
would tell
mean?
a girl that?
Right? If she's in the right position.
So wouldn't they have to be in a position?
Listen, bro.
So then don't you have to imagine a man in that position?
No, it's just not certain things you're supposed to say to a man. Man. That's it. It's just it's pause. Pause is relevant. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But I told myself in 2026 I was gonna stop this shit though. But it already went. It's there.
Already in, huh?
That's where we at. That's where we at with it.
Um, so I got the big arch. I think Trap got the big arch too.
Pause, man. Pause.
It's the big arch burger.
I got a burger from McDonald's, man. That's what I got.
Sure. Um, make a long story short, I listened to Mr. Dyson talk this morning. Professor Dyson talk this morning, and it made me. It gave me a couple thoughts. Before we get into it, one of the things that I thought about was how much everybody has to regret now compromising their morals and standards when they thought Drake was coming up in the game and they knew he didn't fit. Like it wasn't like he wasn't this really brilliant talent. Um, they just knew he was kind of faking it. Even early on, it was certain things they felt like he was faking it. And I remember Jay-Z and different people kind of, was resistant, like, nah, you know what I mean? Like even Jay-Z with Kanye, he was like resistant, like, I don't think so. Even if they didn't quite understand what it was, they knew something was off. They knew something was off. You know what I mean? And they knew something was off. And
Yeah.
but time after time after time, right? We keep just going with it because we believe this is where the public wants to go. Does that make sense? It's the public. So they're like, man, we got to go where the public wants to go. Right. And then they find themselves compromising things that they believe or innately feel because they feel like they need to go where the public is telling them to go. And I think that becomes like the greatest mistake for our cultural leaders because then you find yourself trying to clean up what happened.
Mm. Yeah.
Does that make sense? And I think we
Yeah.
keep watching it happen, right? Like we're watching it happen with a Gunna, we're watching it happen with people that we know culturally is wrong to align with and to back, but then we like, well, people like them. People like them. The general public is going there. And it's like, yeah, but
That's what I
I'm
was about
not
to
going
say.
there.
Yeah, I was about to say that, man. They start gliding towards the popularity of shit. You know what I'm saying? But if that's not within your cloth, or you feeling like if it's right, just because everybody else want to go, I don't mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to stand on something.
Man, with Top Dog, shout out to Dude Dog. Dude Dog runs Top Dog. Y'all know him as Anthony Tiffith, the CEO of Top Dog Entertainment. But when Dude used to tell me that There was a lot of choices that I made coming into the game. Me and Pun was talking about it earlier, where I could have done things that I felt were like almost like I was selling out certain ideas. I could have did them to advance. You know what I mean? Faster or further, quick, right? As I watched the blog era come about, there were certain things I could have did, but I just couldn't see myself doing. Um, Certain times I could have moved. Um, Certain times I could have did things that I just didn't do because compromising myself, like being successful at the final level, wasn't more important than who I was. And like now I'm looking at somebody like Jay-Z trying to explain in what everybody is going to say. They're going to say like, man, well, what about when you work with them? What, you know what I mean? They're gonna hold your feet to the cross. It's like imagine knowing, excuse me, something is off with R. Kelly, but then you like, well, he's popular right now, so let me just, keep fucking with him. But you
A
know
lot of
something
people
ain't
did.
right.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
I didn't do
It
anything.
won't be the first time he did it. That's it. It's
No.
the best of both worlds. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I don't think Jay is any more, guilty of anything, dealing with R. Kelly than anybody
Everybody
else.
was doing it, right? Everybody was doing it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody, yeah. So
It
if
was
he's
a
doing it, I
standard.
might as well do it too then too.
Well, I mean, again, even the context of that discussion is a little bit more nuanced than we want to give it credit for. And even if we can't discuss the nuances because everybody is sensitive, we all know nuances exist. Like I just saw a video with what's the sister name from the TV show, the film Nope. I love Nope. Nope is in my top 25 favorite films. It just entered. You know what I'm talking about. She was in Nope.
I don't know if I've seen Nope. I don't think I've
Really
seen Nope.
talented sister. What's her name? She's a black woman. She's like a big deal. She's popping. She young. She was in a movie where they was moving. Oh, Keke Palmer. There you go. Good looking
Keke
out,
Palmer.
bro.
Okay.
Keke Palmer. And she was talking to another lady about them dating older guys, purposely seeking out older guys. I mean, so there's a nuance that we can't discuss there because everybody is sensitive, which I never gave a fuck because
I don't fuck with that.
I'm going to stand on facts and then everybody else can kiss my ass. But I understand people not wanting to take on. That's what I'm starting to realize. Sometimes people don't want to take on the conversations at those times. Okay, no problem. We could wait another time to have a factual based conversation. So I wouldn't hold that against Hove to any degree. It was a different time. So it's not that I'm saying when all of these people initially looked at Drake coming into business, they knew something was wrong. Even if they never spent as much time defining what was wrong, they knew like, yeah, this don't feel right. And it's not because, again, his ability or his talents. It was like culturally, it felt untrue. It just felt untrue. And people decided to go with it because they wanted to follow success. They was like, oh, I want to stay in the cool. And it's funny because somebody just said that at the lunch table.
What?
I used to tell Problem. So there's this video going around. That Problem was talking on the couch. He was sitting down on like a Fig Munity World stream, and he was talking about a marketing strategy that we was talking about. This is around 2020, 21. Problem, he had grew up really fast and hard. Like, Problem grew up. We all came in the game at the same time, but he had how fast he grew and matured happened differently. And it was to the point he didn't want to be Problem anymore because he felt like even in the name, it was problematic. You know what I mean? Like, so he started going by his real name. And he didn't want to make the type of music. And Problem is like this really talented record maker, like one of the best you'll ever see in the business. And I mean, he can make the music. He's a bad motherfucker. And he was like that from the first day. But it was two things that I remember. One, we were talking about a marketing strategy. And at this time, I'm really getting into hip hop, right? This 2020. So I'm fresh off of Tupac Must Die, or I'm about to drop Tupac Must Die. Pandemic is happening. We're talking about marketing. And I said, your problem is people don't know how good you are. Like people just hear you rap. They don't really know how talented you are as a record maker, as a musician. Like they don't have any idea. And I said, I've been in the room with some of the baddest motherfuckers to ever be in this thing over the last, at that time, which would be now it's 20 years, but I was like over the last 15 years, and you're like one of the best ever. And I said, you should run a campaign. Like, who do people think is the best now? And he said, Drake. And I'm like, bro, you're as good, if not better than Drake. Like, right? Because you could make your own music, you can MC as well. And it wasn't no malice, a trap on Olivia's soul, because on 7th Street Crib, like,
Yeah.
I was like, you should run a campaign saying, Jason, who's better, Jason or Drake? Jason versus Drake. It wasn't dissing him or disrespecting Drake. It was just saying, if this person is who they think is the best now, I'm confident enough if people saw you work and they compared your work, you would be as respected because you're that talented. And it was a dope marketing strategy. Problem thought it was crazy. And I understand because it did sound crazy. But, knowing how the business worked and who's what, I knew how good Problem was. That was one thing. Part two was when we were talking about it, he was like, man, how did he get the game locked up? And I'm like, bro, he is very much a pop act. He just understands how to make rap songs really well. I said, but mark my words, it's like, it's only a matter of time before bullshit comes out because, he's been entitled. Is you listening to me? Oh, he's been somewhat kind of, the business has always protected him. Like the business protects some of their golden goose differently. And it just sounded crazy to him then. And now I know why he looks and he's like, damn, this shit crazy. But it's also, you just start seeing the landscape and making decisions. It's not
So
that deep.
So you said this. You said he revealed this on the in an interview that was
Yeah.
your idea from the dude.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. But I understood why, because inadvertently when you compare yourself, it almost feels like you're degrading someone else. Like, and even when I critique Drake, in my mind, Trap, I have never in my life degraded him.
No.
I've always gave my honest analysis. I'm not, calling Cuz out his name. I'm not insulting Cuz, but I'm being very transparent about what I see with no, with no empathy about it.
Yeah.
So, watching it now, it sounds crazy, but to me, it makes perfect sense. For me, it don't even seem bad at
I
all.
mean, all we ever said was, we ain't never critiqued his work. We always call his work, you know what I'm saying? Call him a great artist and everything like that. I mean, at least I know I always call him a great artist, but it's just something that was, oh, there you go. I didn't know we were doing that already. Goddamn. You know what I mean? I got my, you know what I'm saying? I got my big hard pause here, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? How my son hit that? How my son hit that shit? Yo, my man said, he said, oh, look, got a nice bun.
He took the
Pause.
worst bite ever.
got a
You
nice
could tell
bun. Sesame
none of the
seeds.
executives are ever tasting the food. They just making the marketing strategy.
He said, this is a good product right here. This is a good product right here. It's a good product. I'll take my bite real quick. Good bite. It's a good bite. It's a good bite. It's a good bite.
His bite was this little.
It's a good bite. It was like that. It's a good bite. It's a good bite.
Shout out to Stetcher. Glasses will eat McDonald's, but will not listen to J. Cole. Man, listen. I have heard J. Cole a million times. That's J. Cole, bro. Of course, I've listened to J. Cole. Baseline crazy.
What baseline rap?
I don't even want to say it out loud.
My
He
mic.
ain't super chatted, so it don't count. If you don't super chatted, it don't count. Well, No Ceilings live to lunch hour every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. Thank y'all for, popping in. Double tap the screen if you're on YouTube. Go on, hit that like button real quick. If you're on Facebook, like this post. If you're on Twitter, retweet this link. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Fresh episode just dropped. I hope y'all checked that out. I thought it was a really good podcast. I hope y'all checked that out. You can listen to the No Ceilings podcast on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. We're going to get this thing cracking. Sponsored by mealsbymanny.com. It's crazy because we going to McDonald's instead of Manny bringing meals. It's crazy. But listen, if you want to lose weight, gain weight, feel me, or you just don't feel like cooking, head over to mealsbymanny.com, MANNIE.com. Let Manny get your meal right. Best meals in the city. Feel me? If you feel like cooking your own stuff, at least get some of his hood fire seasoning. You can cook your own shit. Straight up. You know what I mean? So hit up mealsbymanny.com and tap in. We're trying a big arch today. I'm not pausing it. I never told a woman in my life she has a big arch. That wouldn't be how you would say that. But, I mean, you know what is really weird about this burger? You can taste pepper.
Shit is alright. I ain't gonna hold you. Shit's alright.
You can taste pepper.
I taste like fried onions on the shit too. That shit is alright. Y'all got mustard on y'all burgers out there?
Not McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't really eat McDonald's like that. None of us really eat McDonald's. We too grown.
Mm-mm.
This is the big arch. It's the McDonald's burger. We're going to talk about the CEOs trying it. Yes, it's not nothing to write home about. I mean, it's just a regular McDonald's burger. I think McDonald's
I like
proud.
I like
for some reason.
It's all right. The bun is different. The bun is different. It's all right. I'll get it again. It's a good product. It's a good product.
I mean, no, it's not better than the Big Mac for sure.
It is. I got it better than the Big Mac.
It's not better than the Big Mac.
I got it better than the Big Mac.
Bro, you tripping, bro. It's not better than the
Big Mac. As of right now, I got it better than the Big Mac.
It's not better than a Big Mac, bro. You're just
so used to the Big Mac. I got a double cheeseburger with Big Mac sauce better than the Big Mac. Word. I'm just saying.
Because it's a Big Mac.
Give me a double cheeseburger with Big Mac sauce. I'm good. Yo, I got a sandwich I be doing. I got I'm about to put y'all on. You gotta get a double cheeseburger and a McChicken. And you put the McChicken on top of take one of the buns off the double cheeseburger, put the McChicken on top of the double cheeseburger. Now you got
what is wrong with you, bro?
Now you got y'all just saying. I just put y'all on just now. I'm telling you, that's the best shit you would get from McDonald's right there. It's a double cheeseburger and a chicken and a McChicken put together.
Anyway,
I'm just saying. Anyway, bro.
Just sound bad.
It would change your life. Try it.
Anyway, Mr. Michael Eric Dyson or Professor Dyson released more content in response to the negative lashback he received for the things he said about the battle. And he spent a good roughly 15 minutes explaining why he felt he needed to articulate himself in those thoughts. I think a lot of it that he was saying was loose, trying to relate it to racist America and how they treat black people. He said something, well, black people thought of hip hop, America thought of hip hop the same way. They not like us. And it's like, no, that's what hip hop is not like the rest of America. And I understood what he was saying, that somebody, C. Dolores Tucker was against and different things. But hip hop wasn't like the previous generation. Hip hop was declaring they wasn't like hip hop was declaring they wasn't like the rest of the world. Only recently did hip hop start trying to identify with the world. That's a recent thing. And I don't even know if hip hop is trying to identify with the world as much as rap music is trying to identify with the world. So I think he felt some kind of ways because people were, people on the internet is nasty. People, they get behind these keyboards and screens and they just say a bunch of really raggedy shit. So I understand why he made the statement, but there was something specific about culture that struck me that he started to talk about. And he started to define culture. And I think it's fair to have that conversation. But again, when he started to talk about it, he's not accepting that this is a very niche space for black folk. It's not hip hop is not the complete experience of all black folks. It's a very niche perspective. It's a very serious corner, a pocket in black culture, very specific. Very specific. And I think it's starting to bother him, when he's generalizing it, which is why see Dolores Tucker, a bunch of other really awesome black people didn't quite understand hip hop, even though they were black, because this wasn't their culture. This wasn't their culture. It doesn't mean C. Dolores Tucker is not an excellent black woman. She's one of the greatest black women to ever live in this country. But this thing right here that we call hip hop is very specific. I think Bill Cosby was against graffiti and shit like that. Everybody wasn't with this thing. So it's say black culture and you make it general. That's kind of where, to me, you mislead the general public. You mislead the general public by saying like Drake's access to this culture is because he's black. And it's like, no, he doesn't know the culture. That's not to say that he's not a black man. His father is not a black man from Memphis that impregnated his mother. We're saying culturally he grew up completely different. Now, he can have the experience of black people, which I don't think he's ever really talked about, but the culture. So because Professor Dyson is so smart, I can't help but think he's being disingenuous. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do. Because when it comes to that's why I be saying all the time, hip hop culture comes along with the lifestyle, the way of life and stuff like that. So it's a lot more than coming to it other than just being black. You know what I mean? I tell you all the time. You push back on me at times when I say this shit though too, but it's the way, you know what I'm saying, the language, the way you direct, it's the practices that you do.
I don't push back on it at all. When have I pushed back on that?
No, it's not that, but you have it's just when it comes to like, you don't push back on it though, but you're when I tell you when I say, nah, that person right there lives the hip hop life. How do you know he lives a hip hop lifestyle?
That's not what I'm pushing back. I get mad that you titled hip hop lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle though.
But what do you mean it's a lifestyle? You think listening to hip hop is living
it's a way of life. It's a way of life like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a way of life. It's the practice. Huh?
The way you title it with hip hop makes it very anybody can live it.
It's a little bit of hip hop.
It's just a little bit of hip hop.
It's a little bit of hip hop. It's a little bit of hip hop.
So I think that's where I push back at. I push back when you kind of title it hip hop culture. And I understand because it is kind of almost interchangeable, but that's also why people feel like they can have access. That's the problem. People feel like they listen to rap their whole life. They're like, I'm hip hop too. I listen to rap.
Nah.
I wear the shoes.
Want to come into that.
I have the shoes. I have the
I think,
shoes, you know. I use the slang I hear on the records.
yeah, but the
That's
language
kind of
comes
why I push
along with
back.
the culture, though. The language comes along with the culture, though.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm
even
saying?
when you're saying that, me saying son, kid, and B is not hip hop. Me living a hip hop culture. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you gotta actually live it. That's what I'm saying. It ain't about you just saying it. You gotta actually be like it gotta be in you, not on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
but
that.
if all you got to do is listen to some rap songs and wear the shoes, and as long as I use the lingo from the records, then what says I'm not living a hip hop lifestyle?
Because it's not in you. You just do you're doing something because you see it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like when you're raised around it, it just becomes you like that though. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to though. Like I
Which is
always say all
kind
the
of why I
time.
get, which is why I kind of get down to what we talking about.
Yeah.
So my only pushback is when we talking about, we call it street urban culture, hip hop culture. And it's only because it's not exclusive. Hip street urban culture could produce jazz. A nigga could dress like me and you and make jazz. And really be a jazz nigga all the way through and through. Like Terrace. Terrace is a jazz nigga through and through. Jazz nigga through and through. So it's not that, but I think when people hear hip hop culture or they think it's black culture, then that means, okay, if it's black culture, could you live black culture with surrounded by white people? Like, how could you live black culture surrounded by white people if you're not a part of the coat? The coat, right, would be doing different things. Right? If the prefix in the word culture is coat, how can you live that? How can you do that thing without the coat? Can I dress? If I never lived in New York, can I be hip hop culture out here? But the way New York do it, is that authentic?
That's what would happen back in the days. That's when hip hop started expanding. That's how hip hop was going though. People felt as if they had to do it the way it was being done in New York. It wasn't up until people started finding their own way to express their own street urban culture and realizing that it ain't have to look like it looked in the Bronx.
And then to me, hip hop is the way the Bronx showed us how to artistically express it, but
Yeah.
with our own street urban culture as the premise. I mean, excuse me, as the basis.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad burger. It actually tastes like they just made
It
a
ain't bad at
hamburger
all.
at home.
It ain't
It's
bad at
like the
all.
closest they've ever came to making a hamburger at home.
It ain't bad at all. I'm telling you. You know how I know it's good because I'm slow. I'm eating slow because I don't want to just go off and shit like pause. But like I'm saying, I'm like, yo, let me let that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's good. It's a good drink. My
Okay,
son
so
told me it wasn't good. I said,
I mean, it
y'all
actually, I
know the
bet you
taste of
because
crunch.
I bet you because it tastes like a homemade burger. It's like I shout out to Gone Camping. They finally use real meat. Exactly.
Wow.
Like that. They
Wow.
got a ground beef patty. It was like, let's try the real thing, and then we're gonna call this the big arch. And they just
Nah, that's cool. It's cool. Even
it's,
though the
it's
prices is crazy, that should go like $15
what?
for that burger.
Well, everything in New York costs $15.
That shit is, man, the prices go crazy, man. Put that shit on the dollar menu, man. Call it a wrap, man. What you doing?
I'm crying. They finally use real. That's how I felt. I bought some Lay's potato chips. I always buy potato chips when they on sale. Like they have 4 bags at the grocery store for $10 or 3 bags for $8. So I always buy snacks for the crib. And Lay's has a new thing going on where on the bag it says real potatoes. Like it was
What was
something,
it
it was
before?
something specifically about like real potatoes made with real potatoes on the bag. And I'm like, how else can you make potato chips? And it hit me like, man, these motherfucking people play. They playing with our face, bro. So The big arch, what the big arch tastes like is it tastes like somebody who didn't know, like this is the first time they use real ground beef. And it was like, we're gonna try the real thing. I can taste pepper. I'm like, is that pepper? Did you season? Did you attempt to season this motherfucker?
Got it right. They got it right.
They didn't get it right, but it's not a bad burger.
They got me right. They got me right.
That's because you made the burger yourself. They just charge you all that money. No, your burger was $15. Trap. You got that. You probably used the delivery service.
I did.
No, it's not better than In-N-Out.
Man, In-N-Out is trash. Man, y'all gotta stop with that. Only because y'all got it out there. Man.
In-N-Out is better than McDonald's, though.
Might be.
It's better than McDonald's.
It better. It might not. I don't know if it's better than Wendy's, though.
I prefer Wendy's better, but I also kind of use the little chili packs to, yeah, so. Anyway, so that to me is kind of where hip hop has been at this thresh to where it hasn't been defined, and it's not better than Five Guys neither. No, it's not better than Five Guys. No, Five Guys is really good. That's not real. That's human with pepperoni. Well, they cook the shit out that motherfucking nigga.
They do.
Cook that nigga up.
Ain't no frozen beef patty.
And I think they proud. But anyway, so the reason that's why I push back when we say hip hop culture, because that's the confusing part. People feel like they can go get around a bunch of people who like rap songs as well, and then they're emulating what they see on the records or on the music videos, and they be like, well, we're living a hip hop lifestyle. No, that's not what it is. It's not. You're not living a hip hop culture. If I'm in Los Angeles and I'm talking 5%er language, if I'm saying B son God kid and I'm popping it, I go get me an MPV van and I got Timberlands on every day, and it's not like it's just me because this is how I'm digesting it. You feel me? That's not me living a hip hop lifestyle. That's me emulating entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need the coat to create it. So it's
but like when you say that though, right? Does the coat have to look a certain way?
I mean, that's what makes it a coat, right? If we look up the definition,
everybody's coat look the same way then.
Not everybody's coat, but a coat tends to look the same way. Let me see. Yeah, because culture, it would have to have like kind of ideas. A cult is a group or movement exhibiting excessive devotion to a person, idea, or belief system, often characterized by unconventional, extreme, or manipulative practices.
No, don't put us underneath that. Don't put us underneath that.
But that's what a culture is. The of cult. You know what I mean? Cult is a fire word. I understand that, in America, the term cult has been labeled as a horrible thing, but cult ain't a bad thing. Like, Christianity should be a cult. Islam is a cult, as a religion. It's a way that people live. It's an extreme devotion. What's wrong with being extremely devoted to something? Like, I know cult seems to be characterized by this negative connotation, but it don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, cult can just be what it is. It's just, that's how we do our thing. So I think, and I think that was the issue in Professor Dyson's thesis in his response when he was talking back, and Jay-Z called him to argue, and obviously all the owls are going crazy, right? They're mad, people feelings hurt because they like Jay-Z is, and obviously academic is at the source of it, telling everybody that, as Dyson said, that he's like, see, I told you Jay-Z is against Drake. And it's like, no, it's just, we all know the truth, but some people conceded things to be in the current space of the business, even though they knew the truth. And also he might didn't have to concede nothing. I'm sure Jay-Z didn't think y'all would take it this far. Yes, I've had Hawkins burgers entirely too many times. I've had Hawkins burgers more times than I can count. I mean, even if somebody paid Act to go at Jay, it ain't nothing he could do. Like, the truth is, man, let me tell y'all something about this thing that we call the culture. If you really are anchoring it, it's nothing nobody could do, especially somebody out of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Act can't go at Jay. Not at all. He just throwing rocks at a mountaintop, straight up. You know what I mean? Like, it's different if you're starting to, like, to me, like, there were times where I looked at somebody like Meek Mill and and I felt like he was starting to trade coat in for success, right? Like, he started to trade the culture in for success. Like, he started to speak down on where and how we grew up, and he started to kind of wedge things in between him and the environment. Oh, dude, you should never go back to your neighborhood. You should, fuck your homeboy, fuck your friends, and they not, like, he would say shit like that. Like, he really was pressing back against the community. And even when Nip died, he used that as a moment to talk shit. And I hate when people do it, because it's like what happened to Nip had nothing to do with gangbanging. Nothing to do with gangbanging. Like, nothing to do with gangbanging. That's a situation between two men where some man went too far. Nothing about that had nothing to do with gangbanging. And I hate that that's attached to that man passing away. That had nothing to do with gangbanging. I can see if we're arguing if a rival gang, if the Inglewood families or the A-Tray Gangsta Crips come in and hurt Nip. But what happened to Nip had nothing to do with gangbanging. Nothing at all. So to watch people weaponize it because they're really upset, right? And here we are again, like, where Meek is kind of dividing himself away from the culture. Do you think I'm tripping, Trap? Have you noticed he kind of divides himself away from it?
I felt like it was a time where I think when he was doing it, he felt like it was it might have been his moment of saying F the streets. You know what I'm saying? It might have been his moment of saying that right there.
Yeah.
So so I mean, you can't really do that unless you want you're gonna give somebody another option. You know what I mean?
So I noticed Meek would do that, and that left him vulnerable against other people that's not in the culture. It leaves him vulnerable. It makes somebody like Meek, who is that rooted in how we grew up and understands the nuances and has all of this experience, because he's from around the way for sure, should never be telling people, don't go back to your community. That should never be rhetoric that comes out of his mouth. When you start to say shit like, don't go back to the community, I never go back to my hood, and you know what I mean, I'll do blah blah. You start saying shit like that, it pulls something away from you that's so important and that position you to where you should be. And it makes you vulnerable, even in a way that's not always publicly defined. It's not always publicly defined that you become vulnerable and you could be a victim to somebody that's out of the culture.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? There are some innate rules that street urban lifestyle teaches us. There are some innate things. One of them, don't let nobody put their motherfucking hands on you. I don't give a fuck about none of that. A street rule is don't let nobody put their motherfucking hands on you. And when you start to get money, the first thing you start doing is going against some of these things that develop how people need to treat you. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. right? If you start to make money and now you got to think before you punch a motherfucker so you don't get sued, you feel me? You know what I mean? I get the thought. I'm not upset at the thought. But what I am gonna say is you can have a real serious problem. And here we are now where somebody like Ack can actually have an impact on Meek Mill's, circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
And I genuinely believe he can have, like, academics could only help me. And it's not because I'm big or small, it's because culturally he wouldn't be of the same class. So it's like I'm not selling out the culture for the least bit, not even for nothing. You know what I mean? Not even when I had opportunities over all of these years. That goes to that conversation with Drake. That goes into that conversation with everything. I'm not selling none of this shit out. Period. Not for nothing. You know what I mean? I'd rather make what I make than find myself talking shit about other poor black people. So because Meek found himself out there, now is motherfuckers thinking they could say anything to a nigga that really came up the hard way. They came up the hard way. And now you could be a victim in that regards. See, at the end of the day, certain things just got to be more important than money. Certain things just got to be more important than everything. How a motherfucker treat you and talk about you got to be more important than money. And the first day you start putting money and success over how a motherfucker treat you and talk about you, feel me? That's where they at. Especially a motherfucker that you can see. Act is not a part of the culture. Act is.
They putting Act down the culture.
I get why, because people feel like if you heard some rap songs or if you talk about rap music or if you use the slang words from the records, this is why I push back on your point, because that would be the perfect person who could say they lived a hip hop experience or a culture the way you're talking about. They were, hey, I like rap songs. I had Adidas, I had Air Force Ones. I played the music. I used the slang. They can say that.
So then what? So then, all right. So that's what I'm saying. So what's the difference? How can you draw the line and say, you know what I'm saying, that if he does this stuff and he lives this, is it the environment that you had to come from that environment right there? You had to come, like you said, the culture.
What environment at that point? Anybody can get a rap album and play the music. Anybody can get a rap album and play the music. Anybody can get friends, right? And they all like the music, see the videos, and wear the clothes on the videos. If the environment, there you go, Revenge. The environment cultivates. The environment should be cultivating what it is we see out of you. Like it comes from the soil. You know what I mean? It should be cultivated that way.
Okay.
So if it's something you saw on television, that's not really, it's like growing a plant on television. I don't think you're actually growing a plant. I don't care how much you look at it that way. And I think that's where Professor Dyson is being disingenuous. Like, I think he's way too smart, and he has written 27 books, and he has been in some of the rooms with the smartest black people in the world and spoke well. You feel me? He knows better. That's why it has to be disingenuous, which is, it bothers me that somebody of that intellectual level would be that disingenuous. Or he's either miseducated on what hip hop is.
I think that might be what it is.
And he thinks hip hop is as simple as just black people being black.
I think that could be what it is, though. I think he looks at it as far as being something that we created. So being that we created it, all of us should be a part of it and be able to be in the culture if they wanted to.
Yeah, but you don't think at that point then outside would be how you.
That's not what I think. That's not what I think.
I'm saying even to be a part of it, like imagine being a Crip. Imagine if you lived in like a one-man island, right? You got abandoned somewhere. You like Tom Hanks and you're on an island, right? And you're stuck on this island. It's you and Wilson, the volleyball, and it's just crabs and coconuts and fish and shit and lions and shit, and you're a Crip. Like you're like, I'm gonna be a Crip. Feel me? And it's like nobody else is on this island. Nobody else is on this island. Could you really be a could it be a culture at that point? Is it a cult? Because he remembers certain things, even though he's not a part of them. And that's to me the disingenuous position that he's taking in this conversation. I would rather him saying, shout out to the homie P from the Bay Area, good brother P. That to me, his argument lies where P's argument lies, where it's like, Glasses, this is a really deep conversation that you shouldn't be having with the public because you know the public can take things very surface. I'd be fine with that.
What's about this one?
Yeah, like this conversation about like this whole Drake and Kendrick conversation, I am good with people saying, you know what, this is a really deep conversation that should not be had with everybody because everybody's going to take it for surface value. I would rather it be that than to be disingenuous and say, try to make a problem with what this man is saying to him. Like, you know goddamn well why motherfuckers is looking at this man crazy, or you don't know. And it's hard for me to believe he just don't know. Like Jay-Z knows. We all know. Everybody in the business know. There's not one person in the business who doesn't know. You either have two people. You have the people that know, feel me, that fuck with hip-hop, they know, and they like no, or it's the people that know and they're lying like they not. The people who are supportive, they don't think he's hip-hop, or like, you know what I mean? You just know, culturally that there is some disconnecting thing. There are things that disconnect him immediately. Everybody looks at it odd. You don't just wake up one day. Imagine you raise your son in the suburbs and then one day he just got braids and barrettes. You know he saw it on television. You would not give him cultural credence for that type of things. Imagine you raise your son, Trap, right now, right? You raise your son and your son's still close enough. But then one day you just start wearing Dickies, Chucks, and fat laces and fucking white tees and fucking blue bandanas out his pocket. You know he got that shit from the fucking computer.
I'm gonna say Uncle Glasses done influenced this man. God
and
damn.
I never, you know what I mean? The kid, I haven't met the kid yet. I ain't even showed it to him, but he had to just be online.
Yeah. I hear you.
Like, would you give credence to that cultural movement? Like, come on, bro, you got to be a part of the cult. And the problem with homie is the cult he's a part of is Jewish culture. That's the cult. It's not a big deal. Like, he's not the Beastie Boys where they're part of a Jewish culture inside the house and then they go outside and then to school and they just back with the street urban culture people of New York City. That's not what's happening. And it's a lazy argument to say, well, you know what? Some summers he goes down to Memphis and he's a part of the street urban culture scene there. That's why he has the Memphis Horns. What the fuck is the Memphis Horns? Do they make a special horn in Memphis?
Who the fuck said that?
A horn from like Stax Records? What the fuck are you talking about? Memphis Horns.
Did Mr. Michael Eric said that?
Yes.
He didn't say that.
Swear to God. I was like,
that's Scholar.
On his first album, he has the Memphis Horns. Like he made the fucking horns. Like he was playing the horns. Like, I mean, was he taking shit from Stax Record? Like, what the fuck is a Memphis horn? Do Memphis got a horn? Well, I want a Memphis horn. Shit, I would love a Memphis horn. I love Memphis music. Shit, I want a horn from Memphis. So it's just it's legit just confusing, and it's hard. And the only reason it's confusing because I'm never disingenuous when I have these conversations in public spaces. I'm never. Even when I'm talking to y'all, I'm not disingenuous. When I'm talking to Trap, I'm not disingenuous. When I'm talking to anybody in any space, I'm being transparent and honest with my thoughts. I'm not protecting nothing. If I'm protecting something, I'll tell you I'm protecting something. We can talk shit about it and I'll tell you, but fuck you, I'll fuck you up over that shit. You know what I mean? Like if Snoop do some crazy shit, I'm like, yeah, that nigga fucked up, but that's my nigga. I will admit he fucked up.
I hope you ain't about to go somewhere else with this right now.
No, where would I go? See,
I don't know.
you're always thinking ahead. That's your problem now.
I'm just saying.
I can't just have a thought.
I don't do that. I don't do that. Not in public.
You got the Memphis horns all through his music and on his first album.
What the hell is a Memphis horn?
The Memphis horn. The Memphis horn. So,
so
I guess that's the point. So I get why Jay-Z know better too. Jay-Z know, like, bro, come on, bro. Jesus Christ, man. Don't logically articulate.
Do you think that that he told he was going to the internet with this?
No.
I'm thinking about.
I think they were texting each other, and he was like, "Bro, what the fuck are you talking?" I know how Jay texts too. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course, he's not poking at this man not being black. Like, even that terminology, like he keeps using that. He keeps saying, "Well, Drake said he was a dark skinned nigga." Nigga, he never said that in his life. Yeah, he said that. I don't know who wrote it. Whoever that nigga was that wrote it is a dark skinned nigga, but that nigga ain't never. Like, it's like he can't get it. I mean, Trap, you ever had a friend that never used the N-word that's black? I don't think I have any friends.
I don't think
I even know a black person that I've known my whole life that doesn't use the N-word.
Nah. Well, no. I've met. I've within not growing up.
I mean, people that you grew up with.
No.
Like, I don't remember. So it's just odd. But you ever remember hearing somebody use the N-word and you was like, and it was a brother, you was like,
it just ain't sound right. It just ain't sound right?
That's, to me, that's when he say, I even hate the way you say the word nigga. But that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. You ain't even got to be deep, I guess. I was telling him that. I was like, you never listen to, I remember telling this nigga that. You don't remember him using the N-word? You never heard him say that? And he like, man, gee, everybody's like, no, you don't hear it when he says it. Like certain people said, you be like, huh, there's no coat of people that talk that way.
It's rather ignorant. It's rather ignorant.
There's no coat of people that speak that way. I never heard that coat of people saying the N-word. It never sounded like that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Which coat of people speak that way in Toronto or Memphis? Memphis uses the hard ER.
Son, he was practicing to use that word.
Exactly.
He was looking in the mirror. You looking in the mirror. You looking at me. What up, my nigga?
That from Memphis on some of them summer trips. They be down there call each other nigger.
What's up, my nigga? What's up? Hey, what's up, my nigga? That's crazy.
Man. Good point, Rick.
What he said?
He said when Drake said light skin, but I'm a dark nigga, he meant to try to say like he was vicious, like he was cruel, evil.
He did say with the light skin keep sweat though. How you feel about that? How you feel about that though?
Look, I think Drake is really talented, man. I keep saying it, man. And so that's when I heard Kendrick say that in the rap. So it's funny listening to Professor Dyson say that, and then cause like you didn't get what he meant when he said that. Like, nigga, you are black, nigga. How you don't get that slang? Like, I even hate the way you say the word nigga, but that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. You ain't even got to be deep, I guess. Like, you didn't get that. That's why I don't think people understand why those things hit. Those things hit because people feel the same way. Like, you couldn't just say a bunch of lies in a row and they would hit. It's true for somebody in some fucking terms. But when he said that, Trap, I don't care what you say. You love Drake music like anybody in the world. And it's like, we be like, you know what? That is true. He does say it. And we all knew, because at one time or another, we all had the conversation like, you don't think he sound weird? You know what I mean? Memphis Summers, huh?
Yeah. With the family reunion.
No juking? He never juked? Because I know he wasn't hanging out on the corner, so he didn't go to the juke party where he ain't no juker. You ain't juking. He out there getting it. He ain't out there. No. But so it's just that's why I have to feel his target is to be disingenuous. There's no way possible it could be rooted in him being fair and true. No, no, I don't hate Gunna. Um, I think Gunna is a horrible human being. I don't hate him. I think he's a horrible human being, and I hate his actions. And I think publicly he should apologize to Thug for his actions. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about Gunna. Um, the fact that he lied and said everybody he was a Crip, but then he didn't want to be accountable. Like he didn't want to take the correct route. He didn't deal with the accountability that comes with street life. I don't like that. I don't think no man should like that. I hope his kids call him a snitch.
Hmm.
I hope his mom called him a snitch. I hope every woman that's sucking his dick right now because he's winning, when they get mad at him, the first time they get mad at him, I hope they call him a snitch. That's what I hope for him. I hope accountability smacks him in the face the whole time. I hope accountability always shows up. So it's my opinion on him. But yeah, I don't know. Dr. Dyson is just, throwing me off. Like I think when we listen to the Kendrick songs, the pedophile thing, you know what I mean, the PDF thing, I think that was a joke that was occurring. It could be a joke with some level of truth. None of us just really, I hope not. I would hate to believe that he's, sleeping with somebody under the age of 12. But there are videos online where he's kissing and kind of a 17-year-old girl that's a fan on stage is, it just look weird. It's just weird, bro. That's it. It's nothing like, no, like it's just weird. That's all. You know what I mean? And that's how a battle work, right? It's capturing the things that people already feel about you, even on the slide, right? It's like when he was saying Kendrick is short. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick is short. And I'm like, well, Kendrick is short. Okay. So people who talk shit, they be like, yeah, Kendrick is short. Kendrick is short. He's not tall.
That was a hard bar when he said that shit, though.
Yeah. He size his
Pimp,
shoes. Like you wear
pimp
size
squeak,
5.
pimp squeak, pipe down.
Yeah.
Pimp
How
squeak,
you
pipe
big
down.
stepping with a size? What was that? Size 5 or something? I don't know what he said. I was like, okay, he's short. I thought it was okay. So when somebody matches your energy and they start to exaggerate on all the shit everybody said to you, it's crazy. That's my point. When he starts to exaggerate the shit that you know what I mean? It's like, okay, there you go. Here, how about this?
Yep.
And it's funny because Dot is like, I got homies. Dot first cousin, my man, rest in peace. He had a little man complex. Dot is one of the few people I've ever met that's short, you know what I mean, that I know that never had a little man complex. Never in life had a little man complex. Was always, to me, very much who he was. Like, I never paid attention to that. Like, never in my life. I swear to God, I never got little man complex from cuz. Never.
Nope.
Never. I never in my life got little man complex from cuz. Never. And somebody asked me, I was like, hell no. That nigga is not he don't carry himself like over the top. His older cousin, my nigga, did, but he was a dog. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know, man. Mr. Dyson is really funny to me.
I'm telling you, Hov gonna be mad that Mr. Dyson, he came out there and revealed how his conversation with Hov went. He shouldn't expect no more. He shouldn't expect no more texts from Hov. You're gonna be hitting the internet at you know what I'm saying? Like
Well, he said
that.
he just disagreed, but I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
Glasses is little too. Glasses is 5'8". That's what
No,
it say online.
No, you're not.
I gotta be the tallest 5'8" nigga in the world.
All right.
But that's cool. Yeah, I guess I am 5'8". I don't know. That's funny to me. But again, man, sometimes you be reading that shit online, man. You got to come outside and play.
It says you 5'8" online.
Yeah.
Yeah, why they
I
put
know I
five
be
foot
seeing
eight
that
on your
shit. I be
phone?
like, damn. And then Tyson like, I Googled it. Okay.
Oh shit! They
Well,
better
I'll
not.
put it like this. Coach is 5'10", 5'11".
They better not put no 5'8" on me.
But again, man,
Oh,
it's
God.
I'm 5'8". But no, I don't know. Okay. Let me fix the damn poll. Let's come up with some conclusions real fast. Let me fix the
What
poll.
was the poll for
Make
today?
sure y'all like this while I'm fixing the poll.
What's the poll for
Oh,
today? Pause. See, it is necessary sometimes. You
let me
know.
get over here real quick.
Let me check what that is today. Let me see
Live.
what
Hold on,
that
I'm
is
finna change it
today.
real quick. Go right here. Right there. Right there.
Oh,
Okay.
that was, oh.
Okay, let me stop this poll first. Pause. Okay. Okay. So okay. Okay, so look, take y'all time when y'all answer this. Don't answer it mostly. I know y'all love the homeboy, but don't answer mostly. Think to yourself. Use your brain. Is Professor Dyson Professor Dyson is either one of two things, right? Ignorant, like he ignorant, not ignorant like the black household mother way. Disingenuous. Oh, God damn it, I can't spell when I need to spell. Disingenuous. I spell that right? God damn it, I can't spell. Disingenuous. Okay. Okay, I thought I could spell. Why is it not saying I'm spelling it wrong? Okay, here we go. Got y'all. My bad. I couldn't spell for a quick second. Choose. Okay, there go the poll. So I said Professor Dyson is either one of two things. He's either ignorant on what hip hop is, or he's being disingenuous right now by saying all the shit he's saying. Glasses definitely needs a ladder to slap Aiden.
Definitely ignorant.
You think he just don't
Yeah,
know?
they just don't know.
But
They just don't know.
what's odd is how wouldn't he know if damn I should have
Do you
added
think?
poll.
Do you think that? Do you think that? That Dr. Dyson is hip hop.
No.
So then him not. So then how would he know that?
Mm. Mm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
You
Shout
don't
out
know
to
what it looks like.
Wanda Clemens. She said, I have a doctorate. This is intentional. Is he being disingenuous intentionally? Like, because I do think a lot of people don't understand hip hop is this artistic expression of street urban culture. I don't think a lot of people defined it because I feel like for years, right? New York, like street urban culture is so prominent and dense in New York that they never thought about how much their town is not like all the rest of our towns. I mean, and it ain't like none of the rest of our towns. Even the places that it is like it is quite different. Like New York City, it's its own real thing, man. Like it's the only place that I can really think of that rich and poor people do the exact same things. You know what I mean? Like Gotham City had to be like created with New York City in mind. And they just didn't want to call it New York City. Maybe it was some money or something, so they called it Gotham. But if you think about it, it's like, so I think there is a place for him to be ignorant. I don't think most people understand hip hop as this artistic expression of street urban culture through these elements specifically, right? I think rap music was defined by Chuck D as the ghetto CNN. I think innately we always feel like black is hip hop because hip hop has had such a fantastic run that we automatically related to everything black when it was always a specific experience for us. It was always a specific culture and a get down that the whole time was objected to by black people. Like the greatest opponents of hip hop was always black folk. Because it was like a lot, they didn't quite understand it. It didn't feel as refined as where they wanted black people to go. But I think they didn't do a good job of you know what's funny? There's a conversation. It's a panel. Yeah, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Hold up, I got y'all. There's a panel where Farrakhan is speaking behind Jesse Jackson. And that to me is like what hip hop is. It's the black people that got left behind as other black people started to assimilate into mainstream America. Don't get me wrong, assimilate may not be fair because they still was black when they got there, but for some reason, they don't think they black. Like, to me, the greatest advocate of hip hop is like the nigga who be like, it's a difference between black people and nigga. Like, that's not something hip hop would ever say. Hip hop would never say there's a difference between black people and niggas. So to me, the black person that's always had opposition to hip hop is the type of black person that's saying there's a difference between black people and niggas. And I think that's always been a thing. It's always been a thing. Here is something really dope. Here it is.
You found it?
Yeah, I found what I was looking for. And shout out to rest in peace Jesse Jackson, because Jesse Jackson is a figure that deserves a lot more respect than he get. And I understand the critique of him, but what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna play with Jesse Jackson today. We're gonna let this conversation be this conversation, and we're not gonna take it nowhere else. We're gonna let it be.
We're winning. There's going to be an election in South Africa a few months from now because we winning. There was a Middle East agreement signed on the White House lawn last Monday because we got the scars in our bodies. We're winning. We came here 30 years ago for the March on Washington. From Texas across to Florida up to Virginia, we couldn't use a single public toilet. We could not use a single hotel. We couldn't drink water from a single fountain. We did not have the right to vote. We didn't have a congressional black caucus. We didn't have 400 black mayors. We did not have the capacity to even think about foreign affairs, dealing in private survival. But just like when David knocked down Goliath, he couldn't go and party, because Goliath wasn't no eunuch, he had some babies. And you knock down Jim Crow and you got Jim Crow Esquire. The giants keep coming. And so do not end up in a way you say, well, what can we do? Well, we, in fact, the laws that trapped South Africa of apartheid in 1948 came from here, from the 1896 laws. What Mandela is trying to do now is what we achieved in 1965. The fact is, we are winning, and our struggling has not been in vain, but there are some different options. For example, when Dr. King would make the case that we just end racism by law, and get inside the plant gate with an education.
That's crazy. End racism by law is fucking frightening. By law. Ooh.
We can grow. That was a period of economic growth. Now we get inside the plant and the plant is closed. There's a very different context in which we operate. Zero economic growth among the industrial nations of the world is a factor in this. The economic downturn cannot be ignored. Lastly, what we beat legislation with Jim Crow, but now Jim Crow Esquire regulation. The giants keep coming. And I would say lastly, Aristide is on his way back to Haiti because of us. Mandela got out of jail because of us. We're going to bring that matter to a resolution in Nigeria because of us. And now there will be an urban policy because we will not back down. So in the face of all of these challenges, do not assume that our struggles have been in vain and not productive.
I'll take some brief comments from Minister Farrakhan and Representative Waters and then go to your questions.
The scripture teaches, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And it is ignorance that is the worst enemy of the rise of our people to fulfill our destiny. That ignorance is fed on by corrupt leadership. Now, the scripture again says, woe to the shepherds who feed themselves and not the flock. Should not the shepherds feed the flock? Most of our leaders are handpicked by the very enemy that we're trying to get free from. It's all right for us to say we have a voting rights bill and a public accommodations bill, and all of us, including myself, have benefited from those bills. But to get a public accommodations bill and a voting rights bill and then close black hotels because we sleep in white ones, or close black establishments so that we can spend our money with our oppressor, is not winning. Reverend Jackson, I submit. Wait. On one hand, we are winning because every one of these brilliant congresspersons, they represent us. They are brilliant men and women. These are brilliant people in front of us. But what good does it do to have a brilliant head not connected to a black body?
Man, listen. Listen, man. That
was real.
Listen, man.
That was real.
And that's how I feel about hip hop, bro. It's like, you know what I mean? What good is having and to me, that makes them vulnerable. That makes them kind of people vulnerable in these moments, in these conversations where like somebody could say the shit they saying to Meek Mill or to anybody. It's like, bro, it's because somewhere there's a disconnect. It's not, you can't argue that the person saying this shit, if it's Meek, if it's academics, it's not that he's not connected. He sees that you're not connected. And that's how I feel. So it was always like that. It was always disconnect between black people and hip hop. The whole time it was a disconnect between black people and hip hop. That disconnect never changed. So for him to act like today makes it any different, it's not. And that's kind of my problem, Trap.
Nah, I get you. I get what you're saying.
So again, like I said, I don't never push back. I never push back on you saying it's a culture. I push back when you call it hip hop culture, because it gives access to anybody that feels like they group together and then start to live what they hear on records. It cheapens it. It makes it where it's accessible to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, Anybody can make a rap song. That's fair. Like, right? That was hip hop made something popular that existed. And then everybody can access it. That's dope. You know, it could be R&B songs that are rap songs. There could be jazz songs that are rap songs. There could be country. Right now, country has a huge surge of niggas rapping and using melodic rap to make their
Are they
music.
bringing? Are they are the country? Cause I heard the new song with the when they did the in the club shit over. Are they accepting that as being country music right now?
Yes.
That Black Kid song that in the club joint, they charting
No.
it as country.
I mean, I think they might chart his country, but I don't think he really necessarily got the respect in the country space. But
Yeah,
if a yes, they will let you do that if they believe you are of that culture, of that ilk. As far as that, they'll let you make any of those songs. Remember, "I Will Always Love You" is a country song,
yeah, Dolly Parton.
right? So it's like it's not that. It's just we have to do a much better job of gatekeeping this thing. And even somebody like Dr. Dyson speaking, and I understand because we don't have a lot of people that consider themselves hip hop scholars or scholars culturally, right? To define it, right? You'll have people kind of arguing their opinion or their preference. And I guess that's what we try to do different here. Like one thing I try not to do is argue my preference.
Yeah,
Like me and you debate all the time, Trap, about hip hop. Like as an MC, I'm always putting tons of things and value into the things that I say. I'm putting tons of soul into the things that I say. You know what I mean? But then I also appreciate when somebody is not as intelligent or they're not as witty as articulate.
bro? The fuck was that? Talking about my debate with you is I'm not as intelligent when it comes to hip hop than you.
No, what?
Is that what you just said? Is that what you just said?
No, are you listening to me?
I thought I was.
No, I never said that.
Yo, Lex, you heard that, right? Let me
No,
know
I
in the
didn't say
comments.
that.
All right, cool. Cause I know you told us that we can't talk about certain things if we ain't do certain things. You know what I'm saying? So
No, I'm saying like when I argue with you all the time about the type of hip hop I make versus the type of hip hop that I also have respect for. I don't think it's like you're not intelligent. Like me and you
what
argue
type of
like
hip hop? What type of
yes,
hip hop
like
do you
I'll
have respect?
appreciate somebody that's not as witty as I am, or as you say, or as they're not putting as much intellect into what they're saying. But then they actually are getting the feelings and emotional across. I'm saying that's a debate that we have, you know what I'm saying? Versus I'm not saying you're not intelligent. I don't know how that just happened. That was just crazy.
I don't know. That's what I thought. I
That's
don't
that
know.
food.
Yeah, that's that processed
That's
meat
that
right
big
there.
arch getting into your head.
That processed meat right there, man. My
So
bad.
no, it's all good. Yeah, they said they be clipping the videos. It's all good. That was worth it.
Let me clipping one videos.
Because we play so much of the videos. I think I played the clip, but you know, they could trip, but fuck it. I don't.
Nah, I think
People
you're good.
need to see that. Yeah.
I think you're good.
That was worth it, man. Watching
Reaction. That's a reaction. That's it. You can react to the video.
He respects Scarface, K Dot, Rick Ross. That's about it. Listen, K Dot is my friend. That's different. Like, that's not about my music taste. That's y'all. Dot is y'all favorite artist. Like, I'm a Scarface guy. I'm a Jay-Z guy. I'm a Snoop guy.
You're not a fan of K Dot.
I'm definitely not a fanatic for sure. But I'm not, but also I'm probably biased. I'm not a fanatic of nobody that's that much younger.
You gotta change that right there.
Not
Somebody
really.
said Damani dropped a new track.
The money's dope.
I need to hear it. I want to hear it. He's a good kid, man.
Yeah, he's dope.
Yeah, this processed meat put me down, man.
That's because they use ground beef. Your body don't know what it's doing. It's like, I thought this was McDonald's.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
But yeah, it's like, but I do have a lot of respect for people that put into their craft. I got a lot of respect for all of them guys that was formerly a part of the Big Three before my boy cut their head off. I have a healthy respect for all their abilities.
My bad.
I have a healthy respect for all their abilities. Feel me? A healthy respect for all their abilities. But I still can be honest about shit I like and dislike. That's all.
Why am I able to turn my damn ring off?
Have I listened to the J. Cole album yet? No, I haven't listened to the J. Cole album yet. It's not really interesting. It's just not really interesting. I'm not interested yet. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna make some more content. One of them things that interest me. Later on, Bijou. One of those things gonna interest me. One of them gonna interest me. When one of those things interests me, I'll dive into it. None of it is interesting. I listen to Party Casino while working out and boxing. I got to take my time and watch the documentary. Like once I watch the documentary, it determine if I want to kind of get into the music. Like I'm a
what documentary? The King documentary?
King documentary.
King album's cool. I listened to it again.
Yeah.
That's cool. I gotta figure out how to
You
turn this
hating
damn.
on it.
No, I never hated on it, bro. Bro, listen, man. I don't hate on nothing. I just give honest opinions.
Well, I listen to Iceman. It depends on the content. It depends on what he's doing to lead up into it. Like it depends on how he's marketing it. Now, what is he doing? Is he kind of beating the same dead horse of like, you know, everybody's jealous of me and everybody betrayed me because I'm blah, blah, blah? Probably not. I don't want to hear all that fucking whining. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the mood for the whining. So if it's the same rhetoric, oh, the world hates me, or you know, what did I miss? I used to help everybody, now everybody's mad at me. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Like, I'm not fucking with that. You gotta have like an energy, something about it. Like maybe if he's talking about his real positioning and things, and like I can't say no because if he say some shit to me that really explains a level of positioning that's digestible, shit, I'm gonna check it out. If he not, I didn't listen to the album with him and what's your boy?
Who?
What's your boy?
You talking about
yeah.
No, not caught. Party Next Door, yeah, Party Next Door.
I didn't
Party
listen
Next
to
Door.
that whole thing. You know what I mean? I heard the single and I was like, this is good. But to me, that's like Drake makes pop. Like I'm not listening to Backstreet Boys albums and NSYNC albums and you know what I mean? Like I'm not listening to all of that shit. You know what I mean? Like the songs that's jamming, I jam the good. You know, Madonna, I'm not listening to a whole Madonna album. Why? Like I listen to Michael Jackson because it's gonna be a level of musicianship that's like it's Quincy Jones, it's superior. I listen to Prince because he's a superior musicianship if that's a pop artist in that regards. The people I listen to in the pop space, it got to be something really like Taylor Swift. I've heard a lot of Taylor Swift songs that were good, and I was like, "This jamming," but that don't mean I'm finna go listen to the whole fucking album.
I listen to all music, man. I listen to all music, and
Yeah, I don't.
reason why is because I rather give my opinion upon something because I listen to it and don't mean I sit with it and just listen to it over and over like that though. But to
That's a
just
good question. Would I listen
just
to
to
the
hear
one
it
with
feels good.
Jay-Z? Jay-Z is in my top 5, so
The
he
what?
get a listen. Jay-Z
The what
is in
with
my
Jay-Z?
top 5. He said, "Will I listen to Jay-Z album?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably Jay-Z is in my top 5, so he'll get a listen, one listen.
Yeah.
He'll get
one listen.
I say he'll get a listen. He'll get one attempt. 444 got one. They got one listen.
And you never listened to it again?
I played Story of OJ a lot of times after that.
So you ain't play Moonlight and none of that shit like that though?
I heard them shits one time.
Nah, you bugging.
I'm cool.
You bugging. That album was fire. That album was definitely culturally based and everything like that.
One time.
But you listen to all them Kanye albums over and over though.
No, I only listened to I haven't listened to a Kanye album since Kids Seeing Ghosts.
Oh, you didn't listen to Don none of that shit.
After Ye. Yeah, that was the last Kanye album I listened to. Kids Seeing Ghosts. All like 7 albums Kanye released. Glasses is a music lover, but that just don't mean I have to love new music. Like it's all kind of old music that I never heard that I be experiencing right now, man. I just found the Beach Boys like 4th album. That shit is the shit. I'll be listening to War and shit. I'll be getting War albums trapped. I never heard them before, and I'll be just jamming them. I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers is cold. Feel me? Like I've been on 3 Marvin Gaye albums. I Want You.
I Want You, my favorite album from Marvin Gaye.
What's the other one? I Want You. It's the other one with
What's Going On?
What's Going On? No, it's 4 then. So it's What's Going On. It's the one with Let's Get It On. What's the one with Let's Get It On?
Don't give me the one. I don't know. I'll look it up for you though.
It got my favorite Marvin Gaye song on there too. That shit's dope. But like, yeah, and it like just because music exists don't mean I listen to it all. Like, you know what I mean? Here My Dear is no. Here My Dear is sad. Here My Dear, you know what's
Here My Dear is actually right though. It's actually right though.
Here My Dear, Usher, Here I Stand, Kendrick's, Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. The only album I like on that style album is Nas, Life is Good. Life is Good is the only style of that album. That kind of post-traumatic shit, like I'm going through it. All the rest of them are deep, but like I'm not finna be jamming all that shit. So yeah, I'll listen to anything like pop albums. Like, how do you hear a pop single and want to go hear a whole album?
Let's Get It On is Let's Get It On. That's the name of the album.
Let's Get It On. Yep. That got yeah.
What's the name of the album?
I've been jamming that. See, it'd be all kind of old shit I never heard. Like I'm finna go get Pink Floyd 5th album.
So you just stuck in nostalgia then?
No, I feel like if it's something interesting, like so when I hear a song, right, I might be jamming like a certain station and hear a song and I'll be like, damn, that song was tight. Then I'll go look at where it come from. But that's how good the songs be. The song, like it's like imagine the first time you heard like The Way of the World, right? Like you hear Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay, so y'all listen to J. Cole, whatever that Rewind song is, Disc 2, Track 2, whatever y'all call that shit. Like, and then that determines you to go listen to double CD worth of music. Like, I have to listen, like The Way of the World made me go listen to The Way of the World, that soundtrack, that album. That's why I wouldn't listen to it, because the song.
But I could send you a song, and if you like it, you still won't go listen to the whole album, though.
But the song has to mean more to me than just liking the song. Like, it can't just be like a good jam, because I'll just play the song. Why would I go listen to all the songs if it's just like I never heard an NSYNC song or a Backstreet Boys song that made me want to listen to a whole album? That's how I feel about Drake. I never heard a Drake song that made me demand me to go listen to a whole album.
I think that's your artistry right there that makes you not wanting to dive into other artists' music, though.
How if I'm diving into other artists' music?
You're diving into nostalgia. You're not diving into nothing that's going forward, though. You like on some Back to the Future shit. You know how Back to the Future is called Back to the Future, but they go backwards, though?
How? But if I wasn't alive, then it can't be nostalgia if I wasn't
You're
alive.
doing Back to the Future. It's called Back to the Future, but you're going backwards.
Nonstop is the best Drake song. Yes, G got an issue definitely with white folk. But that don't mean they can't be some good ones. Sound like black people. That's what white people say about black people. I like the good ones.
Like the good ones. My neighbor.
Nah, it's like when you hear Way of the World, right? Or when you hear like certain songs, like how could I listen to Way of the World and then listen to Track 2, Disc 2? So when y'all hear Track 2, Disc 2, or Disc 2, Track 2, and then you hear Way of the World, you feel the same? That makes you be like, man, I can't wait for this. Like I'm listening to Way of the World. Like do y'all know Way of the World? Do y'all know that song? Have you heard that song? Like that's the type of shit I'm jamming. I'm like, damn, that came out before I was born. Yes, I end up listening to I'm glad you said that, Lex. I end up listening to the Beach Boys. What's the name of the album? Something Sounds. What's the album? I'm talking about Trap.
I don't know. I don't listen to no Beach Boys.
Sounds. Because when I was listening to Good Vibrations and the change, and I was like,
Lex, I don't know what he asked me what the name of a Beach Boy album is. I don't know what the name of a Beach Boy album is.
Shout out to No Cut. See, No Cut with me.
No Cuz Google that. Get out of here. Nobody listens to damn Beach Boys.
Head Sounds is fire.
That's some California shit right there.
But when you hear That's the disrespect, deeming there is no importance to the other's message of life. I don't care if it's important. Bro, if you listen, P, one thing I'm not is an all lives matter nigga. Like that belief of all lives matter, we all got struggles, bullshit. I'm not with that fake ass shit that y'all talking about. Oh, we all got struggles. You know, we all devaluing somebody's message. Hey, listen, man, I'm not with that. I care about everybody's struggle as much as I care about my own. Hey, cuz we are adults. We not little kids. We don't gotta lie and make everybody shit the same. Yes, when I heard Everybody by Backstreet Boys, I thought it was jamming and I played it. I liked the song. Here we go, we're back again. Boom, boom, doo, doo. The brother and sister look down his head. Boom, jam. That don't make me want to go play the whole album. Why is that wrong?
It said bye.
Yeah, that shit was fire. I liked it. I was like, hey, I like this song. Give me the song. That make you want to dive into that whole album when you hear that? Many fooling
but
me.
What made you
let it be? You may hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye. That made you go get the whole album?
What made you dive into the Beach Boys album?
Man, when you listen to fucking Good Vibrations.
Was it Wipeout? Was it the Fat Boys?
I wouldn't listen to no Wipe. If I heard Wipeout, I wouldn't even listen to that. Wipeout is fucking whack. Brian passed away. Rest in peace, Brian. Bro, I'm not fucking with no Wipeout. That shit is the pop song. I'm not fucking with it. I get it. No. I'm saying, but when you hear Good Vibration, that chant, close to me. And that change, it's like, damn, that shit fire. I had to go listen to how many shits they did like that. And I was like, damn, this motherfucker got these crazy changes.
Listen to the Beatles?
The Beatles is flat out whack to me. I probably like 4 Beatles songs total. I don't know.
You ever heard Strawberry Fields?
Yes.
Strawberry Fields is a hard song.
It's in the middle.
That's a tough song.
Yeah, Beatles is whack.
That's a tough song.
That's how to me how y'all judge MC and where if a nigga actually sound like they doing something experimental. Hey, cuz make the record jam, bro. Beatles is whack.
You ever heard the song? You ever heard the song by Pink Floyd, Have a Cigar?
Yes, I like Have a Cigar. I end up really liking Pink Floyd, weirdly. I end up liking Fleetwood Mac and Pink Floyd way more than I thought. So I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you listen to pop songs, trap, and then you want to go jam the whole album? Like, how do you hear God's Plan? Like, man, I can't wait for this new Drake album. God's plan. Yes, no. It's a good song. I jammed that song. D.O.D. Yeah, I jammed it. I was like, okay.
So God's Plan was in your rotation?
Yes. That song was good. I was like, this is a good song. But it didn't make me want to go listen to the whole album. What the fuck else you talking about in this album? It's God's Plan. And then you just rapping and shit. I like the video where he's giving the money out to the people. I thought that was cool, but that didn't make me want to go hear the album. I just jammed the song. That's what pop songs do. Man, the first time I seen a man die. That was a single in 1994. I Seen a Man Die. That's the title of the song. I Seen a Man Die. We went from I Seen a Man Die to this shit. It ain't old or new. It ain't nostalgia. Think about that. If you seen him, imagine you heard I Seen a Man Die, and that's the first single. How is that the first single? That's like Tupac. Tupac's first single was Brenda's Got a Baby. And he rapping, you like, damn. This nigga on. That's some shit that make you want to think what this nigga on. Man, this nigga on some shit, man. Damn, this lady got a baby. You know, that's the first time I seen Brenda's Got a Baby. I was like, damn, this nigga is deep. This is some deep shit. I wouldn't jam to all the songs. Okay.
You listened to that whole album?
Yes, I didn't like it.
I was about to say, I just want to see what you're going to say. I just wanted to see what you was going to say.
But I tried because Brenda's Got a Baby was like different.
Yeah.
Brittany's Got a Baby was like, damn, this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
This happened to somebody? That's how I was at 11. Damn, this happened to somebody?
The crazy shit was that that was based on a true story from New York. So we heard about that story. Then they came out with the song. Like it was the timing of it just like happened though. Really, that shit was crazy. And we was young at the time too. I remember hearing about it and then hearing the song.
Think about that. Like, that is a good point. Like, imagine you hear Shed So Many Tears. That's the type of shit I heard growing up. Shed so many tears. Boom, 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 boom. God shall fear no man, shall fear no evil. Man, God's I shed so many. Please, God, walk away. Please, God, take me. Nigga trying to kill it. Back in elementary, I thrived on memory. Like, nigga, you talking about God's plan? The fuck are you talking? Like, what are you talking about? Back in elementary, I thrived on misery. Left me alone. I grew up amongst a dying breed. Inside my mind, couldn't find a place to rest until I got that thug life tatted on my chest. Tell me, can you feel me? I'm not living in the past. You want to last. Be the first to blast. Remember, I even know Kato. Remember Kato, no longer with us, he deceased. Caught. Oh, man.
Rest in peace, Kato.
That made me want to hear
Rest in peace, Kato.
World. I was like, bruh, that shit is, that's a single where you like, damn. Meow, meow, meow.
That's Pop best album right there.
Meow, meow, meow. You know what I mean? Like, look at the type of shit they send. Nigga, track 2, disc 2, you hear that and you hear Shed So Many Tears? No.
I told y'all from when I heard that shit first time, I said, that's not it, babe. It's not it.
Meow, meow, meow. I suffered through the years and shed so many tears. Now that I'm lost in them weary, so I shed so many tears. I'm suicidal, so don't stand near me. My every move is a contemplated step to bring me closer to embracing early death. Now there's nothing left. There was no mercy on the streets. I couldn't rest. That nigga was, hey, cuz I was like, oh my God. I couldn't wait to get Me Against the World. I was like, man. You telling me a nigga that this 2, track 2, I heard that song. I was like, okay. Like J. Cole, I always listened to J. Cole and felt like he could rap. I was like, man, this nigga can rap. That don't make me want to listen to an album of you rapping. Nigga, so what? That's like a nigga could dribble. I'm not going to watch no nigga dribble if he can't shoot. Shoot the fucking ball. Like, that's to me what track 2, this 2, track 2, a nigga dribbling the whole time. Just dribbling. You crossover. J. Cole is the best crossover, tween, all this. 2 points in the game.
Nah, man, I ain't doing that to Cole. Cut it out, man. Come on, bro.
Tween. Nigga got all the dribbles, everything. He got all the handles.
He gonna hit you with the fillet too. He gonna get you right.
No, and not on this record. He used to.
Nah, he did. No, this record's good, B. This record's good.
I'm not saying the album's not good. I'm telling you, it's a bunch of dribbling.
It's a connection on this album.
I'm with y'all. I'm just saying I haven't connected to it.
You haven't given it a chance to connect to it.
Because I shouldn't have to give your whole album a chance to fucking see if I want to listen to it. Why do I got to listen to the whole thing? I shouldn't have to. That's the point of great advertisement and marketing. Like that. It's supposed to make you connect to it. Like, it's supposed to. Why do I got to sample the album to see if I want to listen to the album? I never used to go to Warehouse when you could put the speakers on and jam the album. I'm not mad at none of y'all that did that.
So you are one that that gets influence into listening to an album. So you got to be convinced, like, oh yeah, let me get this spin real quick to see how it is.
Oh, yeah,
rather than knowing
you got to work for my streams.
Rather than knowing that his past attempts was worthy enough to listen to. So I'm gonna give this one a chance right here. No, you gotta see him on the layup line first, right? Before you get in the game.
No,
let me see if you dunking this shit on the layup line. Then I'll worry about what you're doing in the game.
Or I'm asking y'all to tell me about the game, and y'all keep talking about it. It sounds like a Tim Duncan game. I don't want to watch the Spurs.
Tim Duncan got 5 chips.
That's great. Thing I remember most is the Euro step.
Tim Duncan don't know no Euro step. Do the bank shot.
That's what I'm saying. The thing I remember is the Euro step. Because don't nobody want to see no fucking bank shot.
Why not if it going every time?
Pros.
If it going every time, you can do that bank shot every time.
That's J. Cole too, all bank shots.
Bank
He want me to go crazy and shit. I'm like, no, Cuz could hoop. How much more do you want that Cuz could hoop? Cuz could hoop. He's a hooper. Cuz could hoop.
They got a hell of a bank shot.
Nick said Cole make masculine woman music.
Wow. Wow. Y'all gotta stop disrespecting Cole like this, man.
There's no
For real,
disrespect, Cuz. There's no disrespect.
That was foul. That was foul.
That's how Cole is, cuz like all the albums I listened to Cole was really like watching Tim Duncan games. They be just good, like solid back to the basket. Finish on you, tap you on your ass once you score.
Good defense. Good defense.
Tremendous. I think Cole does this like Tim Duncan, where I be like, that was a solid game. He put together that solid game. That was, 24, 11, 4, 3, 51% from the field. Solid game. I just didn't have to watch it. That's all. I'm not arguing how great of a player he is. He's proven. The motherfucker is all NBA for fucking 11, 12, 13, 14 years. First team. He right there.
I'm watching Tim Duncan game.
I'm not watching Tim Duncan game.
I'm watching Tim Duncan game.
I am not watching Tim Duncan game. Fuck that. I ain't never watched no Spurs game. I don't even watch it. I barely watch the Spurs now. And they got a nigga that's 7'7" and dribble like he a fucking guard, and I barely watch it.
I'm watching Victor. I'm watching Wemby.
J. Cole is first team all hip hop for 12 or 13 years. First team. First team. I don't want to watch the game sometimes. That's all. I'm cool. I'm sure he played his heart out. I'm sure you'll tell me about it. And the crazy part is when I be looking at the highlights, which is y'all talking about it, I'll be looking at the highlights from Cuz game and all that. And y'all be the highlights, I'll be like, Cole is a Hall of Famer, Chief Otero. Cole is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Jersey in the rafters. Greatest player ever from North Carolina. First ballot Hall of Famer. Jersey in the rafters. Greatest from North Carolina. Greatest. Hear me? First ballot Hall of Famer. Just like Tim Duncan.
Wait for that. Wait for that as far as for the South.
First ballot. First ballot. J. Cole, first ballot Hall of Famer. No, he's not John Paxson. Y'all just crazy. First ballot. John Paxson ain't getting in the Hall of Fame. First ballot. Cole been making an all-star team in hip-hop for the last 15, 16 years. It's just Tim Duncan. I just don't want to watch the games. Like, see, Trap ain't being honest. When we grew up, niggas didn't want to watch Tim Duncan play. Niggas is full of shit. These niggas rather watch Iverson play than Tim Duncan play. I'm just being honest. First ballot Hall of Famer. First ballot. Right there. Boom. I just didn't want to watch the game. Damn, why is that a problem? Man, I ain't never watched no. I watched Tim Duncan play against us, and Tim Duncan is not the kind of player that you watch play. I mean, if you like fundamentals, Tim Duncan is clean. That's like J. Cole. It's just clean. It ain't no soul to his game. It's just, the game. I think he executes. I think I watched him play some really great games. Clean footwork, great guy. You watch it. I hear the raps. I'm like, okay, that nigga J. Cole could rap. It just ain't no soul to the game. That's all.
That's crazy, man. I can't go with that. I can't go with that, man. That man. I'm not even a big J. Cole fan.
Huh?
I'm not even a big J. Cole fan like that, but I gotta give him to what he does well. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Kendrick Lewis, how could it be hate? I'm saying the man is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm comparing him to the greatest power forward ever to play basketball. I'm telling you, he's all-star Every
Hold on, I got a call. I got a call in. Hold on.
he's all-star.
No, you good. You good. Hold on.
Hey, Miss Hummer's fat.
I want to say something to this man.
Yeah, he can hear you.
You need to be stopped.
Yeah.
Stop your glasses. Knock it off. You need to be stopped. Knock
Why?
it off.
Knock what
He's
off,
first
Black?
ballot.
Talking about Tim Duncan in this way and J. Cole. J. Cole is a star.
Why
of North
is Tim
Carolina
Duncan a J.
in
Cole?
New York. You need to be stopped. Peace, guys. Love you guys.
All right. I gotta go. I gotta go, Lex. Gotta go.
That's what I'm comparing him to the greatest power forward in the history of basketball. How is that like, I can't get a man more compliment than compare him to the greatest power forward ever in the history of basketball. Jesus Christ. I don't know what more y'all want me to do. I keep trying. Y'all got me just, I can't do
Black,
shit.
go single screen real quick. I gotta do something.
All right.
Kids here.
All right. Mom to baby girl 1 Trey 5. What's going on? Thank you for the membership. We up. 21 Blackjack, what's up? Thank you for the $5. Saha just dropped a song music video about the good music breakup. I'm gonna check it out. We're gonna talk about it Monday for sure. Shout out to Saha, cuz. Baseline, thank you for the $2. It counts now, laughing out loud. McDonald's CEO don't eat no cat. He definitely don't look like eating no cat. He take little bites. Shout out to K-Way, thank you for the $5. Happy Friday lunch table. I'm feeling Dominican. It's 75 degrees and sunny. Just got a fresh cut and put that S-curl on my scalp and brought some curve from CVS. There you go. Get right then. Shout out to Beast Boy Dre Beats. Thank you for the $5. Big bag, big bag, big bag, big bag. That's funny. I could read it how you were singing it. Shout out to Mariposa. Thank you for the membership for the 1 month. He won't do it yet. I would love for Dot to med up in a song, to light med up in a song. To light up in a song. Light med up in a song. He deserved those bars. I'm glad social media has been kicking his back in. Who is Med? Who is Med? Light Med up. Who is Med? We can light him up. Shout out to Bob the Baby Girl 1 Trey 5. Thank you for the $5. Hey, lunch table fam. Glasses. Why does everyone have Dot name in their fucking mouth? Act included. It's old and I'm tired of it. You don't like him, that's bull, but shut the fuck up. Man, they got to talk about the man. Now, look, at the end of the day, I'm happy they talking about him. This is what it's supposed to be like. Shout out to Breezy. Thank you for the $2. Word of the day. Big Arch. It's a trap word. Shout out to NorCal PP. What up? Thank you for the $2. Is culture measurable? Yes, it is. It's measurable. It's heavy. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. Dyson got a kangaroo pouch when he sit down. It's quite disgusting. No man's gooch and stomach should ever meet. What? Baseline, thank you for the $5. I look forward to these streams. I appreciate y'all. What's everyone getting to this weekend? What you doing this weekend, Trap?
No real plans as of yet. It's supposed to be 65 degrees on Sunday though, so I might do something on Sunday, but I know it's gonna snow on Monday though, so I don't know.
On 65 degree weather.
I don't know, man. I don't
Finally
know.
Come outside with some shorts on.
Word. They ain't gonna know how to act.
What I got going on this weekend? I think this weekend I'm gonna just rest, man. I had a long week.
Yeah, you did.
I'm a rap. I gotta try to wrap up this project with Toon. So I'll probably try to look for these records. I think me and Ty finna get in the studio.
Ty dropped the new EP.
Huh?
Ty dropped the new EP today.
Oh, that's good.
Got a new EP drop. You gonna listen to it?
Yeah, maybe I'll give him one spin. He's good enough to get one spin from me. He got enough feel. Trap, y'all got to let me have this with J. Cole. Y'all know what I'm saying is true.
No, I'm not letting you have
I'm not saying you should change your opinion.
I'm not gonna change my opinion. You know that my opinion gonna stay my opinion.
I'm saying,
But if
not
I
saying
the
that.
thing is this though. You don't trust me enough for me to say, yo, bro, check the album out, bro. It's
I
tough.
do trust you, Trap.
It got you not on this one right here though.
I do trust you, but it's not trust. I know what you like. You like all these niggas be just rapping about nothing and shit. I can't stand that shit.
He not rapping about nothing, though, bro.
Shout out to Breezy. Thank you for the $5. Consuming pieces of a culture doesn't make you an authority on it. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. I met Dyson in college. His breath smelled like Brittany Griner Kotex. Maxi.
Oh, damn.
Oh, man. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. Dyson breath smelled like turd trapped in a mason jar in the summer Vegas sun. He's literally full of shit.
I just smelt that.
Shout out to Molly Crew. Thank you for the $5. The McDonald's CEO just got busted spitting out the chicken burger and a napkin in the commercial. Fail. Of course he did. You don't eat none of this shit. Nope. Shout out to Ash 2 Crimson. Thank you for the $10. G. I'm just thinking. Trap, I don't do that.
What? What the hell?
I know what she's talking. I'm just thinking. Trap, I don't do that. Shout out to Ash. Thank you for the $25. Funny how Jay went out of his way to defend Kenny and Nas called Dot the North Star. I know Cole is sick of that Civic, thinking about getting a GNX. You don't even know what a GNX is about. That'd be way too much culture for Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they got no culture and shit. Of course, he got like the average everyday man Civic that any poor regular person that's getting by would have, a Civic. A Civic. People would kill to have a Civic. Shout out to Bond, the baby girl, 1 tray 5. Thank you for the $5. Got a problem? Say that then. Ain't nobody lining nothing up. Ain't no fair ones. We all fuck them up. Straight east side, no cuts, fuck a Band-Aid. Eating on the corn with the mayonnaise. And problem, that was a hard song. I had that on repeat this morning. That's one of them type songs. It's on the video game too. It's on GTA. It's on
GTA, yeah.
2 songs on there. Beast Boy Dre Beast, thank you for the $5. I knew he wasn't from the culture when he said in an interview, some of his blackest friends. That boy a Oreo, no cap. 2 words, bar mitzvah. He did say some of his blackest friends. I remember that. I was like, that was weird. I'm telling you, man, when the man said that shit, when the man said he was in that interview, and I wish I could find that interview. Let me see if I can find that interview before we get out of here.
What did he say?
When he was talking to the news reporter, and he told the news reporter, like, that's why people in the hood relate to my music.
Oh, yeah.
Now, let me see if I can find it.
Nah, the best one was when he was in the back, he was in the car and he had his hat tilted and he was trying to talk like T.I.
Oh, yeah.
When he was in the back of the car.
Let's see if I can find this.
Yeah, man. So you ain't checking out Iceman at all either?
It depends on how he wrote it out.
He rolling it out right now.
None of this stuff is good.
How you didn't like the Ordinary Man roll out that J. Cole did, man?
Bro, you are not an ordinary man, bro. That's like the last project. You know what turned me off, bro? You know what turned me off? The last project where he went to that foreign league and averaged 3 points. And niggas was just bought it and ate it up. I was like, cuz.
Yo, I hated that shit, yo.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, his shit feels so performative at times. And I think he could be a genuine dude, but it just feels so fucking performative. Cuz, like, you driving around in the city, like, you could just go meet your fans. You could just take it to the streets. I would have just told him, make a Take It to the Streets tour. Just go shake your people hands and give them CDs. Be cool. Like, bro, you don't gotta be. You don't.
Was he pulling up to every city? And was that Civic like on the back of the tour bus? And then when he got to the city, he took it out the trailer and then rode around with it.
Probably.
He wasn't saying he was driving from state to state in that Civic, right? Because it ended up breaking down. He said.
Yeah, but
it ended up breaking down.
Easy to fix a Civic though.
Yeah.
Easy to fix a Civic. But yeah, he was talking like people in the hood can relate to my music. because my dad got jacked up at the
My
border.
dad got caught at the border. At the
I was
border.
like,
That's what he
cuz,
said.
why?
My dad got caught at the border so that people could really relate to my
Like, so
music.
people in the hood could really relate to the music. I'm like, cuz. And then I'll be arguing with y'all niggas about this cuz hip hop. And then I'll be like, bro, why? All this shit could be like, we could have him as a great rapper and appreciate him as a pop act and be MCing when he is, but y'all just gotta push it and make the man hip hop. You gotta compare him to Jay-Z. You gotta compare him to all these people. You gotta compare him to Kendrick. Like, bro, Kendrick would never say
He ain't even
in the hood can relate to my music because my dad got jacked at the border.
he not even a little bit of hip hop.
No,
Not even a little bit of hip hop.
none, no hip hop. That nigga is, he is the, and it's odd because he's black.
It's a little bit. He's a little bit of hip hop.
How? Where would he have got the little bit of hip hop from? Culture.
From that movie.
Where?
From that movie. From the movie.
Oh, I'm saying, but where would he got just that little bit, like the white lady said? That's just a little bit. Where would he have got that?
Just a little bit of hip hop.
Like, what are they doing? That's just a little bit of hip hop.
It's a little bit of hip hop.
I'm saying, like, no.
He learned it in theater. He learned it in theater class. That's
how he does hip hop. Like he learned it in theater.
He learned it in theater class, man.
That's how cuz does hip hop. Like he learned it in theater. So this is how they do it. He be like, he like the white lady cuz that be like, that's and that makes it hip hop. That's Drake. He'll say something. He be like, nigga, and that makes it hip hop when you add the A on the end. Like he's trying to figure out what makes it hip hop. Remember the white lady was doing that?
Mm-hmm. And that makes it hip hop.
She was like,
did a little spin to it.
Yeah.
Bop.
Yeah.
And that makes it hip hop.
That bop too. She was like, bop, bop, bop.
Bop.
And that
bop,
makes it hip hop.
And that makes it hip hop.
All the time, cuz he'll have a dope ass rap and he'll say some shit and be like, and listen like this makes it hip hop. And I'll be like, fuck. The only song he didn't mess up was Nonstop. Nonstop, I was like, when Nonstop came out, I was like, Drake is back to back. You know what? You want to see who a rapper really is? Look at them in a battle. The real them comes out mostly in a battle. You want to see the real Kendrick? Look in a battle. That's the real Kendrick. You want to look at Drake? Look at the Meek Mill battle that's him. Feel me? You want to see the real Common? Listen to So Sweet. You're gonna get the rawest, purest version, the uncut version of somebody. Listen to him to Bitchin' You. You want to hear the real Cube? Go listen to No Vaseline. You want to hear the real Tupac? Go listen to Hit 'Em Up. That's the real version of these people. That's them. That's them when they're not trying to put on this performative effort to garner your support and they being their true self. They like, fuck it, I just want to win now.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking right there. Like, yeah.
But that's so J. Cole, like this has been coming with Cole for a while, bro. It's just he's just been getting performative. You know what I mean? Like it was cool at first because he was still a new act, and I was like, cool, like this is cool. But now it's like, bro, it's you 3 platinum, 4 multi-platinum albums later, 3 stadium tours later. Why are you driving that Civic? You're not returning to anything. You're not even a CD out the trunk selling ass nigga. That ain't your era. Now that's not to say you never gave away CDs or had them in the trunk, but that ain't your era. Like I would rather you go meet niggas at the library and get on a blog and create a fake blog or something. That's your era. Feel me? You don't know about selling CDs out the trunk, bro. And why is it when I looked at all this shit, I don't want to start. You know what the goddamn it I mean, Trap. Know what I mean.
You heard what Lex said, B. Leave him alone.
Leave
him alone. He said, leave him alone. Leave him alone, man.
Hold up.
He just trying to be an ordinary rapper.
An ordinary rapper is great.
He's trying to be an ordinary rapper.
Shout out to Corey Wallace. Thank you for the membership. Trap line shit. Because he a hater with a bad mic. That bar was weak as fuck. They talk about that bar we used to talk about where Drake said it in the battle.
Pimp squeak, pipe down. Pimp squeak, pipe down.
Shout out to P. What up? Thank you for the $2. Choice. 3 different perspectives. Nope. 2. Cali Chief, what up? Thank you for the $2. Trap nose equal elite breather. That's a black man joke. Ain't talking about your nose.
Word.
Shout out to Bob, the baby girl 1 tray 5. Thank you for the $5. What if pause means the opposite of how you use it? Remember who claims to have started it. I'm just saying, what were y'all saying before? Let me know.
You just confused the shit out of me just now. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Who? Dame Dash? I don't know what the hell they talking
Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $10. G, Dyson is financially invested in Drake. He talked about writing a book about him. He's ignorant and disingenuous, and he smelled like boiled porta potty juice.
Damn, he really messed your nose up. God damn.
Shout out to Chi-Town Till Death. Thank you for the membership. One thing I've been wondering about for a year now is, why do middle-aged men have this attachment to Drake?
Middle age, meaning like 35 years. Because they grew up with him. They grew up with him, though. I've been peeped that, though. That's what they mean.
Dig that. We had to dig into that one of these days.
That's the reason why, though.
Shout out to Mika Red. Thank you for the $10. Dr. Dyson has been fascinated with hip hop. He has never belonged to it. He has written books on MCs. He knows he's not in it, which is why that song hit him so hard. Explains why he's right for Drake. That might make the most sense, Mika. I like that. I'm gonna expand on that. Once I look at y'all poll pause, I'm going to determine if he's worthy of talking to. Because if he's being disingenuous, I don't want to talk to him. Shout out to Sharice. Thank you for the $10. What up, though, lunch table? Hit that goddamn like button and repost the Rizio. Reese.
Yeah.
Beatboxers, thank you for the $2. Dyson failed attack. He resonates with Drake. That's what it looks like. I just don't want to assume that. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. Still waiting on that Gangsta Grills mixtape from you, G. I need you to spit over Spice Ones. Welcome to the ghetto. E40's One Love is Snoop's Doggy Dog World. I thought about doing a Gangsta Grills mixtape. I think
we can make that happen.
Maybe we can make it happen. Drama might be mad at me because I told him Jack Harlow wasn't hip hop.
Oh yeah. They don't like that.
Jack Harlow wasn't hip hop. He was like fucking Glass.
But no, but I think that but no, I've asked Lake before. Lake said he popped.
Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah. That's what I didn't know why it was a big deal. Cause I was like,
yeah. Now Lake said it straight up and down. I asked him before. I don't
know why niggas be on my ass when I be saying this shit about people. I was like fucking Glass.
Nah, Lake straight up and down said it to me. I asked him. I said, "Yo, was he pop?" He said, "Yeah."
Shout out to K-Way for real. Thank you for the $5. G, you listening to the Beast Boys before you listen to the BGs or the Flow? There should be a federal crime. I fuck with the BGs. I didn't say that. I said I jam the Beast Boys. I actually like a lot of the BGs shit. BGs is the shit. Shout out to Sharice. Thank you for the $10. G had me running back in major way. Oh, in a major way yesterday. First full album that hooked me to hip hop. That's a good album to be hooked up into hip hop too.
It was.
That album was fire.
Yeah, it was.
That's a good fucking album. Shout out to Rejuice. Thank you for the $5. Glassin, listen to All About Love by Earth, Wind, and Fire for a sister. Allow that song to flow through your spirit. I'm finna put that up on my phone right now. See?
Put him on to some new music. Come on with this. Come on, y'all. Y'all keep us in the nostalgia bag, man.
That's not nostalgia.
In the nostalgia bag. Like, come on, put him on to some new. I just put him on to a new Ty Dolla $ign album. He just got a Ty Dolla $ign album. Put him on to. Y'all want to go back? Y'all want that Back to the Future shit, man? I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all want that Back to the Future? You're gonna keep them in the past, man. You're gonna stay in the past.
I'm gonna check that out, Rejuice. Thank you for the recommendation. Fuck what y'all talking about. He just want to feel young. He can't help it. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. G, you cannot have smoke for Tyler, the Creator, for playing with God, but like God's plan. Look up the story about that song and the reason for the music video. Oh my God.
What people were selling their soul?
Story about that song?
That's one of them internet things, probably.
For
one
real?
Of them internet thing. The truth probably came up with it.
Oh, it's one of them deep dives like y'all be doing.
But
what he really
you gotta stop playing everything on me.
You be doing it too.
Nah.
Shout out to Get Paid Spade. Thank you for the $5. Spade, what up, cuz? I have never listened to a whole J. Cole album. It's a content thing for me. It's just not interesting. That's all I'm saying. Like, I watched Tim Duncan hoop in the finals, but I'm not watching Tim Duncan and shit 82 game. I'm not watching Tim. For what?
You won't watch the game being played in the purest form.
Do a hook shot than fucking Tim Duncan's game hitting bank shots. A hook shot is like something Like I can't do it. It's like, wow, this is dope. Feel me? I'd rather like Hakeem is like I'd rather watch Hakeem. I'd rather watch Shaq. I'd rather watch Joker. A lot of people. And I don't even like watching Joker, but I would rather watch Joker.
Joker kicked y'all ass last night. Triple double.
Yeah. Tim Duncan kicked our ass a couple times too.
Mm-hmm.
It don't mean they're not. It don't mean Tim Duncan ain't all time great. I just ain't interested in watching this game. Like J. Cole. J. Cole's an all time great. I'm just not interested. But maybe one day he'll drop something and then it'll pump me up and I'll go listen to it. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. Trap, you have an unnatural allegiance to mediocrity. Do better, King. Shout out to Get Paid Spade. Thank you for the $5. Victory Lap is the greatest articulation of hip-hop in years. Tupac, Drake, and J. Cole don't have an album that compares. Nigga, I know you to put Tupac.
He said Tupac. He said Tupac. He said Tupac. He said Tupac.
I feel the homie is fire, bro, but you can't just put Pac in there like that.
I told you this man to read whatever. That shit fucked him up.
Ew. Bro, how you just gonna put Pac like that?
He realized it after he read it. Tupac. You said Tupac.
Pac got something like that, bro. Pac, Me Against the World is like Victory Lap. Machiavelli is as dope as Victory Lap.
I don't know. Victory Lap's a bad album, though. That's a good album, dude.
It's a great album.
It's a real good album. Oh, God.
We ain't finna play with Machiavelli, and we ain't finna play with Me Against the World like that.
Oh, God.
You already know. 65 shutout. Thank you for the $2. Man, with white shillings, I'm late, but you here, homeboy.
Yeah.
What up? Thank you for the $2. Oh, Michael Eric Dyson caught him mid. That's funny. I'm slow. My bad, homeboy. 65 shutout. Thank you for the $2. Trap, you need to get your back on Whack 100. Yo, you need your get back on Whack 100. Shout out to Mika Red. Thank you for the $10. The question is, why do people feel the need to protect Cole as if he's a toddler just learning to walk? Y'all do kind of protect him. You and fucking Lex and fucking Teeth. Teeth be on me so tough. Teeth be like, just carve me my body bag then, G. Why you want this man to pass away? Shout out to Mythologics. Thank you for the $5. I get it. Duncan is fundamentally sounding boring, but it's being a Spurs fan. The homie was very instrumental in their 5 chips. It's all good. Exactly. Tim Duncan is still the greatest power forward of all time. He's still a fantastic player. He still do his thing. I just ain't always interested in watching his games because it's like, it's just clean. That's J. Cole. J. Cole go get it done. You know, he don't got a dream shake or nothing. Like J. Cole. J. Cole is like, let me take Common's, you know, I used to love her and make that, you know, let me just sweeten it up and do that's J. Cole musically. And sometimes I watch this game, man, it was a good game. Breezy, thank you for the $2. Would it be a lunch table without K-Way chiming in? No, it wouldn't be. You're right.
Nope. We missed him like a couple.
P, what up? Thank you for the $5. G, you like Creole food or you compare it to soul food? One of your food metaphors. No, I like Creole food as Creole food. I compare it to his own thing.
Yeah.
Ms. Hummus, thank you for the $2. Like that, like sub that is free 99. Y'all hear? Like, sub, all the above. D. K-Way, thank you for the $5. Cole and Duncan ain't never stood up and made her pressure wash the sheets. Boring asses. Cole and Duncan ain't never stood up in it and made her pressure wash the sheets. Boring. He folding clothes with her. That's how you get her off. That's like Trap. Trap made me listen to Fold Clothes, and I'm like, this is like.
I didn't make you listen to it. I called the man Fold Clothes Cold. That's what I called it. Somebody in here said that's the blackest song. Somebody in here said that's the blackest song. And I was like, that's why you want to listen to it.
Yeah,
that wasn't on me.
Like Fold Clothes, the J. Cole song is like an 18, 10 rebound, 3 assists, 2 block game from Cole. Like, it's accomplished. I just don't want to see I don't want to watch highlights of that game. Like, have y'all ever watched Tim Duncan has the worst highlights of any superstar in the history of basketball that played outside of 1980. the worst highlights, bro, from any all-time great. Tim Duncan, that's J. Cole highlights. They like, okay. Tim Duncan.
Cole ain't
What?
nice enough. Yeah.
Shout out to 65 Shutdown. Thank you for the $5. Damn, Trap. I was going to leave your T-Moon mic alone, but Corey Wallace brung it up. Your mic Trap is shit. Shout out to Corey Wallace.
I gotta stop lying.
Don't disrespect Dina like that. She real hip-hop. She wouldn't sue over losing a battle. It's funny. Crying. Breezy, I hope you like that sticker. Thanks for the $2. Latero, what up? Thanks for the membership, homeboy. Drake and J. Cole are mixed breeds, which means they will never get the grasp of our culture. Gotta have both parents that are the same origin to be fully in our culture. So I'm talking about melanin. I don't believe that's
true. What the hell are you talking about, Latero? Damn, Latero, keep that shit on. What the hell are you talking about, man?
That was a Clubhouse shit.
Stay on mute. Yeah, that's some Clubhouse shit,
There's a ton of mixed breeds in hip hop before them that do the same thing. And then comparing Drake and J. Cole is not fair neither. They're different.
We did all this shit right now. You're gonna come with that tape.
Shout out to Bonta Baby Girl 135. Thank you for the $2. Mary J. Cole think he Afro Man. Mary J. Cole is crazy. Shout out to Breezy. Thank you for the $2. Far Cry on the album. In Our Lifetime. You hear it, Trap? You don't get it?
You said?
Far Cry on the album. In Our Lifetime.
That's a song? That's a song right there on the album? I don't know the title. A J. Cole album.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I probably heard it. I don't know the title of the song.
Roller, good looking out on the membership. K-Way, thank you for the $5. I love you, Breezy. Let's get married and divorced in the same day. I just got my tax refund. Man, you like an old nigga that's way too young, K-Way. No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right here. Noon, Pacific, right here. Pacific, 3 p.m. on the East Coast time. Thank y'all for popping in. Hit that like button real quick. You're on Twitter, retweet this link, Facebook, share this post. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The table is going in, homeboy. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Fresh episode drop Tuesday. A new one dropping this Tuesday. Wrapping up season 5. Make sure you go check it out. You can listen to the No Ceilings podcast with Glasses Malone on Apple Music, iHeart, or anywhere you get your podcast from, man. The No Ceilings podcast, executive producer Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. Marvin Gaye, my favorite Marvin Gaye song is actually my favorite song of all time.
What? Well, mine is I Want You. Mine is I Want You. That's my favorite Marvin Gaye song.
That's my second favorite one. I miss your loving when you left me, baby.
And somebody in there. I seen somebody ask in the chat what's my favorite R&B soul album. It got it. If you know me, everybody know what it is. It's
Get to this. Get to this.
That's a good song.
Get to This is my favorite song of all time right now.
Your favorite song or your favorite Marvin Gaye song?
My favorite song.
Yeah. Well, Songs in the Kid Life, my favorite album of all time.
We'll see y'all Monday. Y'all already know what's up. It's all going up.
Easy.
Easy.